Hello, welcome to my space. My name is Elizabeth, and I want to try this. Um, I have wanted to do this, first of all, for a very long time. I remember 3 years ago, I wanted to try and do YouTube. I gave up on that very fast because, again, I have this fear of being seen, or rather putting myself out there, which is kind of scary, but I want to do it now, once and for all. And also, I am doing it as a way of helping myself. So, how did I decide to actually do this time? Um, uh, okay, 2 months ago, last year, I just came to this realization that I'll be turning 25, and now that's like a month and a half now. And first of all, I feel like I have been going through life doing the absolute bare minimum, and I mean the bare minimum in everything, every single thing that I do. I actually don't put in that much effort, and I have been thinking, okay, so this is where I am at 25, which is not exactly where I want to be. And actually, it's definitely not where I want to be at 25. And I was thinking, so if I continue doing what I have been doing for the past, like what I've been doing during my young adulthood life and life generally, where will I be at 30? Will I have regrets? What will I think about my life at that particular time? And that's why I decided to do this. So I am a very, first of all, uh, sedentary. I just don't go out much, and that is something I'd like to change, and along with many other things. And I have also noticed that I haven't like embraced all opportunities and possibilities that could happen in life, especially if I could just give and show some effort. And I would like to do this, which is scary and challenging at the same time. And also, as a person who overthinks like a lot, my first immediate thought is you are going to fail miserably. So why the hell are you trying? But I don't want to think like that anymore. So that's one other thing I want to change about myself, and actually not thinking about doomsday without even giving it a shot first. And yeah, so what do I want to change? Definitely everything. I would like to turn around everything, my approach to every single thing in life, which is just being there. Actually, that's my approach right now. I'm just waking up, taking the day the way it goes, and just doing things I'm supposed to do. If it's work, expected to do that. If it's society wise, you're expected to do that without actually thinking about what exactly do I want and how much can I achieve if I actually put some effort to everything that I do. And I would like, first of all, the first major thing I'd like to change about myself is my sedentary lifestyle. um, I'm that one person who can absolutely stay in the house for a whole week, provided she has everything in the house without feeling the need to go outside. And my social life is also wanting, to be honest. So, um, yeah, I would like to change that and improve that. The other thing I would like to improve is my health in general. So that is physically. I I don't work out much, but I try to work out. But I haven't ever given it like best effort. Like, what can I achieve? What can I do if I actually work out consistently? If I go for walks more? If yeah, if I do those things, what can I actually achieve? So that's something I also want to improve. Another thing I'd like to improve generally is my mental health and well-being, and my sleep and everything in that department. I have a pretty terrible sleep schedule. I cannot sleep at night, so I usually tend to sleep at 12 a.m. in the morning and then wake up at 9. Bad sleeping schedule. Or sometimes I sleep at 12 and then I wake up at 3 p.m. randomly, and then I scroll the internet for a while, and then I sleep at 6, which is just terrible. And then by the time I'm getting to work, I do not want to feel like doing anything, and by the time I'm thinking about the things I said I'd do in the beginning of the week, I just can't, because I need to work at that time. And I don't know, I just have a terrible, terrible schedule. Yeah, basically surviving, which is not good. I would like to change that as well. Another thing I like to change is how much I read. So I've, in my brain, in another world, no, but in this world, um, I'd like to be a reader, and I am usually very fascinated with how other people think, how other people approach life, especially when they get to write it down, how people comprehend things and interpret things, and what will I think about what people write and things like that. So I would like to be a reader and read more books, and actually it would be ideal if I could replace the amount of time I spend on social media just consuming stuff, since I actually don't produce anything. I'm not a creator in any sense. If it's Twitter, I just consume tweets that make me angry, make me smile, and that's it. I don't actually even really like things, not even retweeting. So it's just consuming, 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 consuming. And I mean, it's, I don't think it's healthy, to be honest, to be that much into the internet, just consuming stuff without doing anything productive. So I'd like to change that, especially as a 25-year-old person, which is definitely considered a grown up. I don't feel grown up, so that's something I'd like to change as well, because yo, how am I 25? How am I going to turn 25? It's actually, I'm basically 25 at this point. And yeah, I'd like to start doing adult things and stop being just there and barely living, actually just observing and consuming stuff. Basically, that's what I've been doing for my life, which is kind of sad. So yeah, so I'd like to improve my mental health, my brain in general. I'd like to read more and just be more productive in that aspect of life. And also, I'd like to be a little bit more intentional about my career, which is not going terribly, but it could be better. And yeah, so especially in this aspect, I procrastinate a lot when it comes to what I need to do. So if it's work wise, if it's expected of me, then I will do it. But if it's something that is going to improve me, just like some extra work for me, I tend to usually not do it unless I am really pressed to do it. Like, let's say for example, when I was really tired of my previous job and I really, really needed a new job, I pushed myself. Honestly, I really pushed myself to get a new job, and then immediately I got it. Then back to old me, just there and doing the bare minimum. So in terms of my career, I am in tech, and in tech, let me just say, it's a career where you have to learn something new every single day, because it's continuously changing, and I want to be on top of my game in that aspect. It's something I enjoy, which is crazy why I don't actually do it more often. And I enjoy coding. I enjoy that. I enjoy tech a lot. So I'd like to improve that aspect as well and just be more proactive in that sense, career wise. I'm definitely not where I'd want to be career wise. I think there's so much better, there's so much more room for improvement, there's so much possibility, and I'd like to see if and when I put in some more effort, some structure into my routine. Uh, Again, routines. I have never worked with routines, and that is something I want to try. I don't know if it will work for me, but maybe I'll get a system that works for me, because when it comes to routines, first of all, I don't know if I think they're boring, or I get bored in the middle, or I just can't stay consistent. But it's either of those. So that's something I want to try as well, because keeping a routine, I have never really been good at that. I really struggled in high school to even, like, just to keep up. I could not keep up with trying to get a routine and doing things the way other students did, which is unfortunate, because I've always felt like I had a lot I had a lot of opportunity. I was in a very good school actually, but again, I did the bare minimum. If only I put in some more effort, if I found a system that worked for me, how much better could I have done? And I don't want to think like that 5 years from now again, um, saying to myself that if you were 25, what could you have done better to make your 30-year-old self um, feel a little bit better about where you are? So yes, I think I have potential. It's just that I don't tap into it. Why, I am not sure, but there's something I want to explore, and that's why I am here, and that's why I want to try this. There's a voice in my head constantly saying that I'm going to fail miserably, which is stressing, but I'm going to give it a shot. Apart from my career, the other thing I'd like to improve in my life is my finances. So, as I said, 3 years ago when I wanted to try YouTube, it was when I was about to graduate campus, and I was really broke, like very broke. I'm still broke, but at that time I was like super broke. So, I wanted to, and it's something that I'm very interested in. I do not come from a background whereby I learned how to handle finances, or where we had much. So, and I'm pretty much sure part of the poverty cycle, which I want to break, and that's why I was super interested in doing it at that time. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, but now I want to try. And yeah, so I'd like to really improve my financial knowledge. I honestly do not know anything about growing finances and investing and doing what and what's not, especially where I am right now. I'm not earning much, the bare minimum as well. It's just like my life. Okay, so yeah, I am earning the bare minimum, and I'd like to see myself grow. I don't want to just sit here, and I really want to improve a lot in terms of finances. I want to help myself, I want to help my family a lot. That is like something I really dream about, just seeing me doing big things for my mom. I mean, that would be awesome. So yeah, and I really don't know how to start, and I am not sure where I'll end up. But I believe that if I try doing these things, okay, one at a time, step by step, maybe I'll get there. I don't know what content I'll be creating, if I'll be good at it. I'm not sure. I admire content creators actually, because I feel like most of the content that I consume, especially on YouTube, is super well thought out and structured, and that is not me. I am such a chaotic person within. I just, especially currently, just do things when I feel like, or when I really have to, and haven't really followed any structure throughout my life, and that is something I'd like to work with. I like to work with structure in my life. So yeah, again, I don't know if I'll be good at this. Probably, oh well, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And But anyway, bottom line is I'd like to do this just to document my journey trying to change my life completely, like doing an overhaul. And it's not just like a superficial change my life, but actually actively participate in my life because honestly, I've been just living as an observer. Surely doing the bare minimum, just not doing anything, to be honest. Like, I am not interested in some things, most things I like to be interested in, but I never really gather up the strength to give any effort in it. And I like to do stuff like that. Like, for example, I don't even have a style. Yeah, I don't have a style completely. I just wear clothes because the ones that I think feel right. But I don't have a no style. I do not do what most people do at my age, being interested in makeup and whatnot. I have not done that at all. And when I look at it, it looks super cute and it's something. But anyways, I think I'll try and do another video, and I hopefully hope that I'll post this one. We'll see.